There's nothing here.
This is getting so old.
Nate?
It's Drake. He never found it. He just died here. So much for greatness. Wasted his life. For nothing.
Nate, are you ready to get moving?
Yeah. More than ever.
There's gotta be a way
Hey, what's
out
up
of here.
everyone? PersNikity here. Welcome back to Uncharted Drake's Fortune. We're moving on to Chapter 17, The Heart of the Vault, and this is still on brutal difficulty. As you can tell by the time length of this video, this is an incredibly short chapter, and it's also a really easy chapter. So without giving away any spoilers, we're about to be introduced to a new type of enemy. And it turns out that this enemy is very easily killed by blind firing the shotgun. So in this first part here, you'll notice there's shotguns and AK-47s lying about. Make sure you pick up a shotgun, get as much ammo for it as you can, and once you're ready, boost Elena up to this ladder here. And there's going to be a couple little cutscenes interlaid to this video, and I'm not going to talk during those. So once Elena gets to the top, that's when the first of these little cutscenes is going to trigger. It's going to showcase the new enemy, and then we'll get going with the gameplay. So here we go.
Hello, boys. Easy, Eddie, easy. What the hell's going on out there?
Didn't you see them?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no.
We're trapped.
Jesus, what is that?
We're dead. We're all dead.
No!
Eddie, get back here! Oh, crap.
Drake, if we don't make it out of here, I just want you to know, I hate your guts.
Yeah, likewise, pal. Now let's do this.
Alright, so after the cutscene, you're going to be in this little circular room with our good friend Eddie, and that's when these monsters are going to start crawling out from the floors and from the walls. And you can see my approach here is I'm just running in circles, and anytime an enemy gets in front of me, I just blind fire it. The game will pretty much, like 95% of the time, it will just register your blind fire as a hit, because I feel like that's kind of what the developers wanted you to do here, is to just run around and blind fire. So they made the blind firing here like of a higher accuracy, if that makes sense. Like they programmed it in. But the point is, just run around with a shotgun, killing these guys. You don't have to actively seek them out. Instead, what you're going to want to just do is just basically run around, and anytime one of them gets near you, that's when you're going to shoot it. This area is not so much of a kill all enemies type. It's more of a just run around for a certain amount of time, and then if you survive long enough, that's when the cutscene will trigger, and you'll be able to finish the level. So for those of you watching who haven't seen this game before, I'm not going to give any spoilers as to what these monsters are, because that will be revealed in later cutscenes. And I think it's a really actually cool story and twist on the game, because the first time I played this game, I did not see this coming. I thought this was just like a realistic treasure hunter. I did not think there was going to be any sort of supernatural elements or any kind of horror elements like we see here, but there are, and I think they did a really good job at introducing those themes.
That's right, you ugly kunyuk! Don't mess with Eddie Raja!
Eddie! Eddie, hold on! You have got to be kidding me. Elena, hurry up!
Alright, so you noticed how the cutscene just automatically triggered while I was playing, and that's what I meant. Like, you just basically have to run around and survive long enough until that cutscene will trigger. And then after the cutscene, unfortunately, Eddie is no longer with us, and so we're going to basically have to resort to doing the same thing, just run around shooting these enemies. If you're running low on shotgun ammo, you can pick up an AK-47 if you want to, but this part is not as long as the first part, so you shouldn't need that. But listen out for Elena, and eventually she'll tell you she's got the rope, it's working. So run to the center here and grab onto this rope, and then just climb all the way up. And now you're pretty much done with the chapter. That's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully you have enough shotgun ammo here. I think the game will give you enough if you need it. But now you're gonna basically just run down the hallway, blind fire some of the enemies that are behind you, and you'll be done with the chapter. So here you go, you can watch me do it. Pretty simple. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you get the chance, and I'll be seeing you in chapter 18. Alright, see you later.